Persepolis, the story of a return. Chapter 9. The Veil. My breakup with Marcus represented more than a simple separation. I had just lost my one emotional support, the only person who cared for me, and to whom I was also wholly attached. I had no family or friends. I had counted on this relationship for everything. The world had just crumbled in front of my eyes.
Ah, there you are. I lost my brooch. I'm sure that you're the one who took it.
Leave me alone, please.
Oh no, you can't get away with this. Go to hell, leave. I detest you. I hate you.
Everything reminded me of Marcus. This bedspread, it was his birthday present to me. This poster, he bought it for me at the Picasso show at the Museum of Modern Art. His t-shirt, oh, his t-shirt. Aside from him, who else was sincerely interested in me during these 4 years in Vienna? Where was my mother to stroke my hair? Where was my grandmother to tell me that lovers, I would have them by the dozen? Where was my father to punish this boy who dared hurt his daughter? Where? In this room, everything evoked Marcus. I couldn't stand it anymore. So I got dressed. I took my bag. My passport, the plane ticket my parents had given me to visit them at Christmas, and a little money.
Where are you going like that?
Adieu.
You're not going to get out of this so easily.
Go fuck yourself.
Thief! I'm going to call the police and I'm going to do this and that.
It was November the 22nd, my birthday. It was bitterly cold. I stayed on a bench, immobile. I watched the people going to work, then coming back. Night fell. Night brings good counsel, my grandmother always told me. In effect, she cleared up a lot of points. Suddenly I had a revelation. Marcus is a real bastard. All those times when, on the pretext of not finding a parking place, he made me go down into Cafe Camera. He knew that cops came by from time to time on raids. It wouldn't have bothered him if I had been arrested. And the time when his mother meanly told me off. He could have taken my defense instead of sending me home. Not to mention the first time we went out to a nightclub together, when he asked me to pay for gas, and once the gas was paid for, he told me, "What I love about you, it's your rebellious side and your natural nonchalance." Repressed as he was, he must have identified with my rebellious side. How could I have been so blind? What relationship? What love? What support? What an asshole. He told me that his mother cut off his allowance. I don't know what I'm going to do. I'm starting university in a month. If I start working at the same time, it's going to take me 10 years to finish my studies. Don't worry, I have some savings. In this way, all the money that my parents had sent me, which I was supposed to live on for a year, was spent in 3 months. So check? It's for me. It's not possible. His mother loved him too much to cut off his allowance. I'm sure she was giving him money. He must have blown it all on her. The bitch. I was going completely crazy. Today, in retrospect, I no longer condemn him. Marcus had a history, a family, friends. I had no one but him. I wanted him to be at once my boyfriend, my father, my mother, my twin. I had projected everything onto him. It was surely not easy for a boy of 19. What misery. I spent my first night on the street. There were plenty of others. In the morning, I took the tram. Inside, there were two spots that were very warm because they were above the motor. I fell asleep on one of these seats. It was peaceful. For almost a month, I lived at this rhythm, the night prostrate, and the day letting myself be carried across Vienna by sleep and the tramway. Very quickly, my savings vanished. I was broke. It's incredible how quickly you can lose your dignity. I found myself smoking butts, looking for food in trash cans. I, who before couldn't even taste from others' plates. Soon I was recognized and thrown out of all the trams. So I had to find a well-hidden place to sleep at night. Nights on the street could end very badly for a young girl like me. I didn't have anyone. My entire existence had been planned around Marcus. It's surely for this reason that I found myself wandering like this. It was unthinkable that I go back to see Zozo. I don't care, our apartment is too small. Nor Ingrid. You dropped us for a guy who wasn't even worth it. As for Frau Dr. Heller, let's not even talk about her. She represented absolute evil in my eyes. I spent more than 2 months on the street in the middle of winter. It was very cold. I got sick. I started to cough a little, and then a little more, then a little more strongly. My cough became continuous until I spit blood and ended up. I woke up in a hospital. It was a miracle. If I had fainted during the night, no one would have noticed, and the glacial cold would surely have prevented me from fulfilling my destiny. I had known a revolution that had made me lose part of my family. Breathe, breathe. I had survived a war that had distanced me from my country and my parents. Pedal as fast as you can. And it's a banal story of love that almost carried me away. You have a clean bill of health. We have conducted a complete checkup. So you had severe bronchitis without getting treatment. I forbid you to smoke one single cigarette, and you will put yourself in serious danger. Where do you live? In Iran. In Iran? Yes, well, I don't really have an address in Vienna. Take care of yourself. Can I make a telephone call? I suddenly remembered this conversation with my mother. You know, Zozo owes me 3,000 shillings. If you have the courage, you can go reclaim them. I'll see. Even if it cost me to call Zozo, I didn't have a choice. I didn't even have a groschen. Okay, I'm coming this afternoon. The hospital had given me clean clothes. I was presentable. Hello, hello. Say, you've grown. Where did you disappear to? Your uncle Masood came from Germany to look for you. My uncle? Yes, your uncle. He moved heaven and earth to find you. Your parents, too. They've already called 10 times. My parents? Well, what do you think? That you can disappear for 3 months without them worrying? If they didn't have to wait 4 months to get a visa, they would already be here. Dring, dring. Look, here are the 3,000 shillings. I'm going to answer the phone. It's for you. It's your parents. My parents? Another miracle had just occurred. My father's voice was soft and soothing. Dad, it's you. My darling, we looked everywhere for you. Can I come back? Of course, what a question. Dad, promise me to never ask me anything about these 3 months. I promise you. Here's your mother. My mother's voice was tender too. I am very happy. Mom, please don't cry. These are tears of joy. Mom, come home, darling. We are waiting for you. Mom, no one will ask you any questions. It's a promise. Before my departure, I went by Frau Dr. Heller's. I came to get my things.
Here they are.
Where's the rest?
There is no rest. The rest will compensate for that brooch that you stole from me.
I didn't say anything. In any case, I couldn't take 4 years of my life back with me. I found an inexpensive hotel. I had 5 days ahead of me before the next flight to Tehran. I finally found a place of my own, some privacy. Despite the doctor's orders, I bought myself several cartons of cigarettes.
You are putting yourself in serious danger.
I think that I preferred to put myself in serious danger rather than confront my shame. My shame at not having become someone, the shame of not having made my parents proud after all the sacrifices they had made for me, the shame of having become a mediocre nihilist. The 5 days passed like the wind, and the cigarettes didn't get the better of me. I got dressed. I packed my bag. I again put on my veil. And so much for my individual and social liberties. I needed so badly to go home.